2021 Christmas kit tutorial, and I forgot to bring the sample, so I guess you'll see it at the end. Anyway, your kit will come in a little bag. You'll have enough materials inside to make 2 ornaments total. Okay, so your kit should have 2 wires, and these are nice soft aluminum wire that will be easy to work with. And 2 ties like this, these little baker's twine ties. And let me move a little closer in, and then you'll have the stones you need. So these are mostly crystal. The colored crystals have been dyed, but they're still a natural crystal. This solid one here is a chalcedony or an agate. And you'll have 2 little nutcracker charms to hang at the bottom as long as the supplies last, and a little 20 hand stamped. I made these in my studio. They're teeny hand stamped 21 charms for 2021, and a star for the top of it. And that you will need to supply something round like a marker or a Sharpie. I don't know if you have them. I don't know where this came from. It just kind of appeared in the house because they don't sell these in Japan, do they? And some scissors, or if you have a pliers, you can use pliers. All right, so the first step is to fold the wire in half. So, it doesn't have to be perfectly in half, just about is okay. Fold it in half and slide on your charm. So he has eyes on the front, so slide him on, and then slide your 21 charm on the back of his head so that you can see his eyes. There you go. And then kind of just squeeze it so it's together like that. I don't know if you can see. I hope you can see. Alright, so take one wire, doesn't matter which one, and fold it over like that, and one wire sticking up. Okay, and then hold the 2 charms at the bottom in the wire, and the one that's sticking out, just wrap it around maybe once or twice at the bottom, and that will, give it some, keep the charms in place down there. Alright, so one wire is sticking up, one wire is sticking out. This will be the main pattern. So take your largest stone. I'll make the red one this time because it's easy to see. Slide it on top like that, and take the wire that's facing out and bring it up and around the stone, and just wrap it all the way around so it's facing the opposite direction. And you've got one little loop here. Okay, and it's facing out. So now this is facing out, and then get your next stone and slide it on. Hard for me to see these holes while I'm doing this, but there you go. And then slide it up and around one time like that. Then take the, and keep doing this all the way to the end. So you should have 7 stones total. And around the stone, opposite direction. And just keep going until you get to the very last stone. There it is. Okay. And when you wrap it around, like if the wire was at the back, I don't know if you can see, but if the wire was at the back, when you wrap it around the stone, come around the front of the stone, and then the wire should be on top. So when you do the next stone, you're going to wrap it around. It will come wrapped around to the back side, and it gives it kind of a nice, pretty, twisted pattern to the ornament. But I mean, if you mess up, that's okay too. So these cracked ones are a little bit delicate, and I'll try to remember to put extras in case one of them cracks while you're using it, which has happened sometimes. Every so often I accidentally crack one or it just falls apart on its own. So hold it on, and I found that if I hold the stone while I'm wrapping, I get a nicer, tighter wrap. But if you don't, that's okay. This wire is super soft, so you'll notice that while you're making it, it might kind of bend out of shape. Let's see, yeah, might kind of bend out of shape, and that's okay too, because at the end we'll straighten it out. So I'm down to the last stone, and if you didn't crack any and you have enough wire and you've got extra stones, you can always toss them on if you like, or not, either way. So there we go, I'm at the end, and then I don't need this wire for the last stone, so I'm just going to wrap it around and then cut off the extra, just a little bit there. Cut it off, and it's kind of sticking out a little bit, and you can either try and pinch it down with your fingers or take your scissors and just push it down with the scissors, and it might be a little bit tricky, but you'll get it if you keep trying and don't give up. And there you go. So finally we're going to put on the star. So the star has a point up. We'll stick it through the center at the bottom and slide it onto the wire. There you go. Now it's time for the Sharpie. So take your Sharpie and wrap this wire at least once. If you have enough for twice is kind of pretty. Slide the Sharpie out and you've got a hoop. So kind of maybe if you want to move it a little bit, and then take this leftover wire and just wrap it around there a couple of times, and kind of shape the top so it's hanging straight. And if you've got some extra, you can snip that off the scissors and push it down like we did before, or just try and use your fingers to push all of it down. A little bit tricky on this little part. And there you go. And finally, we're going to make the hanger part. So take your twine, or baker's twine, and just fold it in half. And you can either slide this on and tie the ends together if you like, or the way I like to do it is just to tie the ends together like a knot, a regular, to make like this hanger, right? And then slide it inside the hoop, and you can put the knotted end through here and pull it like that. And mine's a little bit crooked, so I'll just straighten it out, and now it's ready to hang on the tree. Merry Christmas, and I hope you enjoyed making these. See you later.